Okay. Good evening, Melanie. What is it now? Create, that's what I do. It's very windy, it's very loud, it's very much all of that. But it's April 17th, Friday, 2026. Let's do it. 17 seconds, looking at the cannabis shop. I'm going to show you what's going on with Toronto. All right? I'm on my way to the library. Just came from the coffee food shop. Tim Hortons. It's a franchise here. Apparently they in other parts of the world too. I don't know if you can hear me. It's a gorgeous day today outside. We got a nice gorgeous spring day. Something like, I don't know. See, there's people and I don't want to really videotape people. So there's a few people. So there's quite a few people out and about. Okay. So I left, I started on my way to the library. I'm going to tell you, this is what I wanted you to see. See? 18 seconds, and now it's like from 18 seconds to a minute and 2 seconds. There go the next marijuana shop. Literally, is that a minute? Less than a minute. Less than 1 minute walk. 2 marijuana shops in less than a minute walk of each other, and I am walking very slow, okay? So, jeez, dude, get out of the camera. So this is, what is this? I don't know. I told you, supposedly they tried a little crystal meth beta test in Vancouver, or some kind of drug like that. Okay? I don't know if that test is still there. I think they might have tested Starbucks too for wine, having wine in Toronto. Did they ever do that? I don't know about that either. So they got construction over here. We go to construction that's happening right here. It's loud, I'm sorry. Maybe I'll see on the video if I can take my voice over this, maybe. I'm not sure. Take the noise out. Okay? So it's one of my days. Walking around. Just getting the next video. Oh, see? Another one. I'm not trying to. Beautiful day. Looks bluer in the sky on camera than it actually is. Okay? Looks way bluer on the sky, on the camera. It's actually kind of dirtyish looking on the sky. Just looks real blue on the camera, but it's blue, it's sunny, but it's kind of like, seems like a cloud or like it's not that blue, it's not that bright at all, but it is bright enough and sunny. It's one of the builds that is happening here. They straight up gentrifying the neighborhood. But how much gentrification or up-leveling or upgrading it's going to be, who knows? I don't know. You know, how far are they going to go with all that? I'm not sure. I have some ideas, I've been told some things, but I still am at this thinking to myself, where are all these people going to come from? And those 3 buildings right there are brand new in the distance. They build in there too. That's Dufferin and Bloor, where those 3 larger buildings are. They building up there too. And when I take this turn down here, see the construction? It's like, where are all these people gonna come from? Like, the population is gonna increase how? There's people in Toronto, talking about they're not gonna have children because they can't afford it. So I'm like, where's all the people gonna come from? All these, concrete jungle high-rises. And I was talking to a lady who works at Saving Monday. There's a cafe here. And it's a cool spot too. I really like it, that cafe. And she was saying that this stuff is so phenomenal. She and her man and I think another couple, they looking to go rent an apartment, And they figure that's the way they're going to be able to afford a 2-bedroom apartment, because they're not going to be able to afford a 2-bedroom apartment on their own. So they're going to probably rent with another couple because of the cost of everything. And they're going to be in Toronto, baby. And this is the community center, Wallace Emerson. And this is all being rebuilt on the other side. So I don't know if they're going to tear this building down because we're getting a brand new community center, or is it going to be renovated or part of, because that whole community center is being upgraded, rebuilt, looking all fancy, looking all modern. And this is the one that's here. So I'm like, well, what are they going to do with this? Are they going to still keep this part? Or are they going to, because they're saying this is going to be 8 or 10 acres, this area here. The plans is in front of the building. See, the whole section there has gotten redone from DuPont and Lansdowne on that side of the street, halfway through. So I'm like, well, how are they going to incorporate this part of the park? And then we're supposed to have shops and seating, and it looks like it's going to be real nice. And if they keep the park area, and put in the shops, I think the shops are supposed to be on the second floor. And you see the building right there at the top, those are new builds. Those tall buildings right there, they are new builds. I think they completed last year. Was it last year? They completed that. It's wild, I'm telling you. But the thing is, I'm starting to realize, it's like, well, where's all these people going to come from? Because, I think the statistics for Canada is a bit suspicious in terms of the population. And it'll be interesting to see. Now, I'm trying to walk down, but you see the tall building in the background? New build. They're building that. It's being built. And that's at Bloor Major Street here. Bloor is is the subway line. So you go to Bloor to get on the subway. And you see the big one, I think it's Young or something. You go on that to get the subway. It's the neighborhood, baby. It's the neighborhood. Walking in the neighborhood. God, it looks so much better on camera. In the sky, it looks so much better. It all look all like super bright. It's bright and sunny, but it's not that bright and sunny. It's like this the neighborhood. They go to church. That church does a drop-in center and a food bank. Well, I don't know how much of a drop-in part they're doing right now. They used to serve food. So they might have changed that. They might not have changed that. So this is, they stopped doing serving food. And then I don't know. Then after the pandemic, but they might have changed back to serving food. I'm not sure. Or they do the food bank. And they used to have a food bank like I think once a week. Then with the pandemic, they went to every day. And then I had talked to one of the workers the last time I went, and they said, look, it looks like an ice cream place. It's opening May 1st. Oh man, cool. Look, grand opening May 1st, free mango cream. Oh, nice. This would be all right to get a ice cream joint real close. Look, you see they're getting it together. I hope this is what this is. Usually these things don't make it past a couple of years because it's ice cream. It's ice cream up in the north, But it'd be nice to have a little ice cream spot real close as long as it lasts. And hopefully this is the little, I think got about 2 shops. This is the hardware place. It reminds me of that old school, kind of back in the day, you go into the hardware store and they got a bunch of things, right? And usually you know the dude, you know the guy who owns the store and his wife. That little place, the hardware store, it kind of reminds me of that. Like, oh, look at that. You still have that. When I was living in Mesa, Arizona, came from Mesa, Arizona to here, you didn't have that. You had Home Depot. That was the extent of it. And Lowe's. But when I got here, you still had these kinds of things are still here, where you got a small shop, and you're on the camera. A small shop, and you got these kind of like smaller shops, and like the old back in the day hardware store, right? But that stuff ain't in Arizona. At least I never seen it. Which have a bunch of little things, So you got the potting soil, you got cute couple little cups, little cute things too. This is like this kind of stuff right here. This was all feeling like brand new to me when I first got here. I got into Scarborough. I went from Scarborough to Toronto. It's like that. I ain't seen alleyways between houses in decades. This is all this. They go another one of their churches, I think. I think that's a church. But I think they turned it into something else. Maybe it's something, or maybe it's still a church. Right? So that was kind of the part that I just hope that Toronto doesn't lose any of that charm. Because to me, those things are kind of charming. When you go a lot of these big box kind of stores, they just lack so much. It's like they lack the intimacy and usually the customer service too. And, but at the same time, big box stores are cool too. I'm like, hey, that's all right. But these places need to stay also, in my opinion, for me, for what I prefer in life. So here go to shop. Look at this. Oh my God, this is so, like, just even seeing this stuff. In a little small corner store, corner shop is just like, oh look, if I had the space, I would probably pick this up. He's had quite a few things in their window where I would love to pick up some of these things, but I'm like, I don't want to get too crowded in my tiny space. Look at the shell work right there. Oh, and look, napkin ring holder. Napkins holder right there. Fun stuff. Super fun. Yeah, so I'm going to pause this up. If by mistake the telephone goes off, have a great one. Enjoy. Thanks for the support. A lot of, feeling really feeling all right today because my dentist appointment got canceled. It was like, do you want to come in for today? Because tomorrow's not possible. I'm supposed to go to the dentist tomorrow. The thing is, I just got up an hour or two before. I had done all the things I kind of needed to do to go to the dentist. Because those people, he's laying right over me and the dental assistant. I need to shower and really clean up and things like that. This is the part that I just find so horrid, though. So when but there's a few people I'll go by. They've built like some kind of wooden thing in front of their place, so that's where the garbage goes in and the garbage containers go into, right? But I don't think that people have anywhere else to put their garbage. Some of them, they just don't have anywhere else. But that's about the other thing. I'm like, yeah. And see these, and I was looking at the walking around channel, and I was like, this is kind of the cute thing that is kind of nice about Toronto. It's nice, it's real cute, is that you can just be on your way to the main street, walking, or taking the bus, I guess, or driving, right? And there's these shops or somewhere to have a coffee or to hang out. Right, so check out this place. Now, this laundry has coffee. So you can sit down, you can get a coffee, hang out while you do your laundry. I love that idea. I absolutely love that idea. So there you go to laundry, you sit down, have your coffee, relax. I love that. There's another spot like that. Where is it? I think somewhere near Christie on the way to Bloor. It's a laundromat. I could be wrong. Not Christie. Yeah, it's Christie. You just go stop, have your laundry. So that's kind of a nice thing. All right, just in case I missed, the buildings are gone. Can't see the buildings. I have to cross the street. All right, let me pause. All right, I'm waiting for the light, but I realize there's a big mural over there, and you'll see some of this, and this I think is really, I love the painted murals. I love some of the graffiti that looks very well done. Not all graffiti well done. Some graffiti is just super amazing. But right here in these ugly, horrid, gray, blah da 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 buildings, I think I think murals are super important. Super, super important. Gives the city character. And Toronto's buildings, in my opinion, needs its fair share of character. Brings some art to your life and your world, and livelies up the area. So I think nice murals are absolutely needed, and I love to see the artwork of the artist, and I love that they did this. This guy right here, I think he moved here, Dr. Amin Babul, for dental, not too long ago, if I remember correctly. Was it last year? I think last year, maybe. So I really like that they did this on the artist did this on the side of the building. This is absolutely wonderful. And the sunshine is not doing this the best. See, there go the shrub. The best of, see there, that's the whole building, side of the building right there, but it's hard to see because of the sun. Sun's on that section right here. So it's just lovely to see them do things like, oh, this is what I was going to see. This here, this is the 3, 4, these tall buildings on the right. Let's see if you get a better view of the mural coming this way. Beautiful, love it. I think the energy really comes from your fair share of the business owners, quite frankly, because typically, like, people who have their own businesses usually, and who, they think out of the box, smaller business people, and what you would call a micro enterprise, like they call these, I think it's like, what is it? Is it 200 or 300 less people, less employees, or mom and pops or whatever? The new word I found out was micro enterprises. And typically those people have to be more resourceful, more creative, and a lot more ingenuity has to happen due to the smaller amount of people that they are as a business, and usually there's financial resources. So they have a tendency to come out of that box, that basic kind of formula box, even though they follow a certain business standard, I guess, or business plan. And those I find to some of the people here quite interesting for that. The small business owners, there's certain parts of the neighborhood people just seem to be more lively and interested, like Kensington Market. But this neighborhood, when I walk around this neighborhood and summertime comes up and they start doing all their planting and this area next to my neighborhood, and then this is really out of my neighborhood just a little bit, but not much. They definitely, somebody I knew She moved. She was saying that she lived in some other part of Toronto. You know, she was like, oh, she loves this neighborhood. And I was like, well, I think she was around Eglinton or something. I was like, why do you love this neighborhood? She said, so much more lively. Because she was living up here on Bloor, I think close to Dufferin, right on Bloor Street. She said, it's just so much more lively. Like the people have a lot going on. They're lively, whether it's the drama, not drama. And I'm like, yeah, I could see that. Because when I left Etobicoke and just getting a little bit around other parts of Toronto, not much, but just a bit, I'm like, yeah, she's right. This area right here, Bloordale, the people are, believe it or not, more lively. Danforth might be a bit more livelier, but then when I've seen the fair share of, and we're by the mall too, right? So Dufferin Mall's there also. So, I think that has something to do with it because there's Dufferin Grove Park and the people. It's the people in general, right? They are more lively about, And she's lived in Toronto for years and years and years. So she had to move from the neighborhood. And I think she was really feeling a kind of way about that. Because this neighborhood, whether the drama is negative or positive, it is a bit more active than, see, and there's the buildings that I've been looking at. There's one of them. So here go this old school building right here. And then there's this newer build that's happening. So the subway is right there, right? At Bloor and Dufferin almost. And I'm walking down Dufferin to Bloor. I don't know if it's east or west. I don't have a clue. I'm trying to figure out the east, west, north, south thing. It's 10 years easily. Still haven't. I understand. That's left. That's right. Go over there. Go up there. So this tall building I'm looking at right now that's where I left. Got pictures of that. I'm walking down the street. I'm walking real slow too. Oh God, the cough's so gross. Sorry. And I'm almost at the subway. I go to the subway where the bus is. I don't know what it is. There's something that goes on with me. I love city living. I do. It's a really bizarre thing. I try to deny that I don't love city living. I don't know why. I try to deny that I don't love city living. Like, because it seems so unnatural because there's a concrete jungle. But I'm gonna tell you, look, this is what he got out here. Oh man. But I'm like, where would I put this? And this is a fixer-upper, and this doesn't come out. And this is definitely a fixer-upper. But look at that, right on the sidewalk. This is a super-duper fixer-upper. Like, no doubt about that. Oh man, walk on by that. Just keep going. I'm like, they go to the subway. I'm just getting outside more, and I'm like, God, I just love city living. Even though it's kind of soulless, concrete jungle-ish. Soulful some cities, not so soulful others. But I still love city living. I don't know what that is. And that's not to say I don't love or like the country, but I have to say I probably prefer the city. Ain't that crazy? That's just crazy. I think I'd want to be in more nature. But I'm like, yeah, as long as I got enough parks in the city, I'm all right. Yeah, I can always go visit the forest. You can always go visit somewhere else. See? Look at all this right here. All right, folks. Like I said, there's going to be some walking in my videos because I do a lot of walking because I walk most places. Most of the time, I'm walking wherever it is I need to go. Most of the time. That's what it is. So I take my walk. Maybe I'm going to do this at the library. But look at that, eh? Look at all this building up here. That's going on. It's like going further down. This is a big old pit of water. There's a building right there, this kind of like white building. All that brand new. So this that they're building up right now is brand new. I love to record this because, you know, interesting to see in a few years, you know, maybe, never know, you know, like, am I recording history? Maybe I am. You know, maybe this is recording of history, right? Because what's this going to look like in 10 years? You know, who knows? Well, these buildings should still be here in 10 years. But as they're doing this whole, I hope they don't try to turn this into a total little Tokyo. Because I think Tokyo got way too many high rises. And China too. I'm like, you know, if you don't keep some of this other character, right? The character of the place and the interest and, you know, because the modern technology seems to have lost, modern buildings seem to have lost quite a bit of that in these bigger buildings. You know, they kind of look like, you know, San Quentin. See, look at that there. Brand new, in the works, building it right now. All right, bye. God bless you. May the universe take good care of you. Thank you so much for the support, love, and all that great stuff.